My name is Dustin. I'm a respiratory therapist and a respiratory coach. A question I've been asked is, can certain foods or oils cause breathing problems when heated? And how can I help my body heal? Well, the short answer is yes. It can especially happen when you heat oils. I'm going to break it down in a simple, practical way. What happens when oils are overheated, when cooking oils pass their smoke point, they start to break down. These are called fine particles, or P2.5. And they also produce aldehydes, which are irritating gases. Just the word aldehyde sounds irritating. Like formaldehyde, those are very gross. Or volatile organic compounds are produced, VOCs. You'll see these sometimes in household cleaners, these VOCs. So what can these things do to your lungs? It irritates your airway first, triggers a cough, tightens your airway, which we call wheezing, and worsens your asthma if you have it, or your sensitivity, either way. And it contributes to indoor air pollutions. Your lungs feel as if this air is harsh, volatile. Oil is more likely to cause irritation when overheated, but not all oils have the same lower smoke boiling points, which means they're easier to burn. The ones that burn easier are those butters, extra virgin olive oil at high heats, flaxseed oil, better for low to medium heats. Smoke points more stable would be included as avocado oil, refined olive oil, coconut oil, better for higher heat cooking, foods that can create more irritants. Now, when it comes to oil health, we always prefer cold-pressed avocado oil and olive oil. But remember, olive oil can burn at higher temperatures quicker than avocado oil. And coconut oil has a stronger smoke point, so that one can handle higher heats. So it depends on what you're cooking. So for example, if you're cooking potatoes, I'd recommend avocado or coconut oil. But if you're just reheating food, a little bit of olive oil will be fine at 300 degrees or less. So high temperature frying, deep frying, or pan frying produces more airborne particles. So if you like doing that kind of stuff, for example, if you're smoking is just as bad. Not even got to that one yet. So high temperature frying can cause airborne particles. What it also can do, depending on the food, if it has sugar in your meat. The sugar in your meat produces an oxidative product which is carcinogenic to your body. So if you're buying food, for example, if you like to cook bacon, or if you like meats that's soaked in sugar, that can release oxidative cancerogenic type chemicals in the air and when you eat it. So if you're having food that has sugar in it, that's meat, it's best not to overcook it. Keep it on a low temperature. I would say around 300 to 250 degrees slow cooked, if possible. Don't overcook it. Now, charring and burning food cause blackening of the meat, and this releases smoke. So when you smoke food, it does the same thing. It's adding a chemical form of nitrates, which is carcinogenic in high doses. People who have smoked meat need to rotate your smoked meat with non-smoked meat, basically low-cooked grilled food that's not charred, to allow your body to decrease the oxidants in your body and increase your natural antioxidants you can get from the sunlight, garlic, oregano. Those things will help you with antioxidants, as well as boosting up your vitamin C, your D3. Cooking sprays are notorious for causing volatile gases. It's a aerosolized version of gases that instantly, when they hit the heat, they just spray up. If you're going to use sprays, you make sure you spray it way before you start cooking. Don't spray it while you're cooking, or it's going to release it and you're going to breathe it in. You don't want your oils to aerosolize at all. Okay, that's the point. Why this matters for your lungs is cooking indoors without ventilation can expose you to particle levels similar to outdoor pollution. So we deal with pollution from cars, from big machinery, to construction, to just dirt flying in the air. We don't need that in our homes. So if you're going to cook and you know it's going to smoke, ventilate. You know this especially when you overcook something, it burns, it smokes, you can't breathe. It sends a smoke alarm off, warning you, hey, basically, this is dangerous oils in the air that's been aerosolized. And its sensor's going off. They even sense for these kind of oils whenever you go on an airplane. Certain sensors are able to detect if these oils are flammable. You don't want these in your on your body. Why is it so important to be aware of how you cook? Is if you already have sensitive airway. People who've had reoccurring wheezing and coughing and phlegm development can develop a condition that is called asthma. You have an asthma-like sensitivity response. You don't have asthma. You're not asthma. You just have a sensitivity response. This sensitivity can lead to chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, and this sensitivity is extremely sensitive to cooked oils. How do we protect ourselves while cooking? Number one, ventilation, and then two is to how you determine your temperature of your oils. So if you're like me, who likes to cook and then walk away, I'd recommend a device where all the oils and the gases are kept contained in a container. The one I like to use is a Ninja device, where it literally contains the meat with the oils inside of a vented cooking device. Or keep your food lidded. Keep a lid on it. Don't let those oils spring up and just spray everywhere and aerosolize. Protect yourself. And be aware of what oils you're using at certain temperatures. If you're going to be cooking something above 300 degrees, I would use coconut or avocado oil. Okay? Those are the best ones. I don't like those other types of oils. I'm referring to vegetable oils, like corn oils, vegetable oils, because those are not exactly good for your body. They add more oxidants you don't need, especially when cooked. You can have them in low dosage. They're omega-6s. You can have those in low doses on cold temperature, but once you heat it, it's more oxidated. So try to use simple, stable oils when cooking. Definitely avoid burning your food. Some people like burnt food, but remember in high dosages, it's oxidative, cause more oxidative stress. And keep your air clean in general. So how do you help your body heal from overexposure to these volatile chemicals, aldehydes? We use hydration. It keeps the mucus lining clean and helps clear these particles in your body. So if you had, let's say you're going out to a barbecue and they're cooking smoked meat and you like it, you eat it, but make sure you stay really hydrated and use a lot of onions on that barbecue to help balance out the oxidative stress. Then what nutrients can we add? I mentioned these before. Vitamin C, D3, omega-3. All are great antioxidants and help boost your immune system. Then add magnesium glycinate to help your lungs relax. Then do gentle movement. Walking improves ventilation because it requires more oxygen to produce energy for all your body's movement. So it's requiring you to take those nice big deep breaths. Remember, breathe through your nose, out your nose to make it most efficient. And then when you're not walking, exercise by breathing in and out your nose, doing nasal breathing exercises. Then reduce total exposure. If you're barbecuing, make sure it's outside. If you're the one cooking, rotate. Have someone else cook for a while. You don't want to be exposed to those chemicals a long time because it can lead to inflammation. If you do it pretty often, you can cause inflammation-induced chronic obstruction. We don't want this. We want you to be able to have plenty of opportunity for your lungs to heal. For example, in Australia, they deal with a lot of forest fires. This is a great example of what's happening when we cook. This exposure leads to inflammation and causes chronic inflamed obstruction problems. Okay? We want to have a clean, warm, humid air that we breathe. Simple way to think of this as, If I'm cooking cleanly with clean air, it's easy breathing. Your home should be a place where your lungs can rest, not work hard. With small changes in cooking habits and daily support, many people notice less irritation, easier breathing, better overall comfort, and you don't need perfection. You just need to be aware and take a few better choices. So if you happen to overcook something, just don't eat it. Start over and say, hey, I made a mistake. I'm choosing to cook it differently this time. Got it? It's a privilege helping you take control of your breathing, and thank you and God bless.